תודה רבה, מוטי. אני מתכבד להזמין את הגברת קריסטין מולר, מנהלת קרן היינריך בל בישראל. בבקשה.
Okay. Well, hello everybody. Unfortunately, I do not speak Hebrew. So I just, I think I can guess what he said just a few minutes before. But nevertheless, I would at least say hello to you. I am the new director of the Heinrich Böll Foundation, and I took over the office from Mark Berthold, with whom you all work together very well, and I hope for the future we will do it. We will continue this fruitful cooperation. Well. Okay, well, first of all, thank you to IPCRI, to Dan, thank you to the Peace NGO Forum, and thank you to the Tommy Steinmetz Center for Peace and Research for hosting us and for organizing this conference or this discussion panels of today. Maybe I should say a few words to me, to my person. I know some of you know that, well, I'm new as a director, but I'm not new in the region and in the Middle East. I'm coming here since 20 years to Israel, to the Palestinian territories, but also to the region, since I've been 20 years member of parliament for the Green Party in the German parliament. And so in different and various functions, I came to the region sometime, or a few years also as a Minister of State, accompanying our Foreign Minister Joschka Fischer or our former Chancellor Schröder. So this way I've pretty much experienced the ups and downs of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, but also the various developments of the entire region, always visiting both sides. And as somebody who has always been in favor of a two-state solution to overcome the conflict, I could be pessimistic if there will be a peaceful solution in the future, because since the Oslo Accords 20 years ago, and since the very bloody Second Intifada, the situation on the ground has pretty much deteriorated, and there is not much hope when you talk to those who are involved. Instead of progress and negotiations, there has been more violence and the building of the barrier. Instead of peaceful coexistence and joint projects, thousands of settlements have been built and the Hamas has been strengthened. So with the consequence that my feeling is, or my analysis in Israel, everybody keeps on saying there is a majority in the society for a two-state solution, but at the same time, a majority in both societies is convinced that the other side doesn't want such a solution, or that the political leaders on the other side either do not want or will not be able to implement such an agreed two-state solution. I think that's pretty much the situation. On the Palestinian side, in addition, the popular resistance committees get stronger and stronger, and for them, the two-state solution is not anymore a perspective. On the international level, which I know quite well, also pessimism is, you could say, omnipresent among the political leaders of the world. I think a lot think that the patient Middle East has probably already died. So I want to say, in this situation where almost nobody really believes anymore that there will be a peaceful solution for the conflict, for me it's somehow surprising that the Americans are pushing so hard for negotiations. They are even obviously planning to present an American peace plan for a permanent status agreement to both sides, if those will not making progress by themselves. That is, taken into account the stalemate of the previous years, I think really surprising and could be a decisive step forward. It seems to me this time they really want serious negotiations, and they really want a result, because as I've been a politician myself, I think they will not push so much, ending up with nothing. Well, let's see. Therefore, I am really very glad that we are having this conference today. It is a great opportunity to discuss the current situation. So thank you again to everybody who is participating, and especially to those who have made it possible. I think it's just the right time to discuss how can we support the current negotiations. How can the well-known core issues of the two-state solution be seen from maybe a different and new angle? Is there a new framework for the two-state solution required, since it doesn't give answers to important needs of the people, such as freedom of movement or access of Israelis and Palestinians to all of the land? I think today we will discuss, or I know, 4 models of a permanent status, though I personally must say I'm very skeptical what the idea of the so-called one-state solution or one binational state is concerned, because this requires that the two nations give up their national aspirations, and I really doubt that this is going to happen. But of course, if the separation paradigm of the two-state solution is more realistic, has still to be proved in the future. My really last remarks, and I'm sorry that I might be a little bit too long, but since you don't know me, I wanted to give you at least a first impression of how the Heinrich Böll Foundation thinks. I really want to invite you to say something about the role of the EU and your expectations towards the European Union. You know, how could its part look like? How can the EU do to make, what can they do to make a peaceful solution of the conflict possible? And what do you think of the recent proposals? I think what they're going to conclude tomorrow, on Monday, the EU member states, this big package, is really a big incentive and could be maybe a step forward. I haven't seen it all over the years that the EU has been so active and so concrete. To offer this special privileged partnership, it has been a bad proposal vis-à-vis the Turkey. But I think it's a quite clever proposal towards vis-à-vis Israel and the future Palestinian state. So, well, I don't speak Hebrew, so I will not be able to follow your discussions, but maybe you can tell me afterwards what you have said and what you have discussed about these questions. So again, thank you very much that you came, that you will discuss this question, and that you keep on trying. I think there are a lot who had give up, but that you will still discuss peaceful solutions. This is already important, and it's important to get a solution one day. Thank you very much.